So gradually the height of the Western Ghats increases, and this is the reason average width is 50 to 80 kilometer. Highest peak is Anaimudi. The height of the Anaimudi is 2695 meter, and the Doda Beta, the height of this peak is the 2637 meter. These are the two high peaks located with the Western Ghats, and Anaimudi is the highest peak of Western Ghat, having 2695 meter. The local Western Ghat is also known by some local names like Sahyadris, Nilgiri Hills, Cardamom Hills, and Annamalai Hills. Cardamom Hills and Annamalai Hills, these are the hills lie where the Eastern Ghats met with the Western Ghats met with the Eastern Ghats. These two hills we find over there. Above that there is the near Kerala, this is the Nilgiri Hills, and Sahyadri, that is the part of Karnataka, Goa, and Maharashtra. Okay. Now origin of major rivers. Western Ghats are the origin of major rivers of South India except Narmada, Tapi, and Mahanadi. Beta, Narmada, Tapi, and Mahanadi, these are the three rivers of South India which originates from central highlands. The mountain ranges which lie with the central highlands, these three rivers originate from there. Rest of the peninsular rivers originate from Western Ghat, like Godavari, like Krishna, like Kaveri, Tungbhadra. There are so many rivers. So all these rivers originate from Western Ghats. Now look over here on the map. Beta, this is the first of all lie in between Arabian Sea, means Western Ghats. They lie towards west side, they are bounded by the western coastal plain. Here you can see they are bounded by western coastal plain. They extends from river Tapi to Kanyakumari. This is the extension stretch from river Tapi in north to Kanyakumari in south, the tip of the country. Then after the width, the average width is 50 to 80 kilometer. Then they are high elevated areas, means the elevation, average elevation is 900 to 1600 meter, and they are higher in elevation as compared to these Eastern Ghats. Then after beta, you can see they receives orographic rain, the monsoon winds which southwestern monsoon winds which enters in India through this region. So this slope, this is the western slope of the Western Ghat. This slope receives high rainfall, and due to this, this whole area is surrounded by evergreen forest. In class 8th you must have read about this. Then after when we talk about their increasing height from north to south, so towards north till Goa we can say they are having low elevation, and as we move towards south, especially in Kerala, so gradually the height of the Western Ghats started increasing, and this is the reason that the Anaimudi, the highest peak which lies with Western Ghat, lies in Kerala. Okay. So these are some basic features of the Western Ghats. Now we will look for the and continuous. Here beta, these are the continuous range. Okay, continuous means you can't see any break in between. This is a continuous chain of mountain. Now we will look for the Eastern Ghats. First we will read the features, then after with in map I will explain. Lie parallel to the eastern coast and stretch from Mahanadi valley to the Nilgiri hills in the south. Okay, this is the stretch. Mahanadi in Odisha. Okay, it stretch from Odisha to Nilgiri hills in Tamil Nadu or near Kanyakumari. The eastern Ghats are discontinuous. These are discontinuous in between. After an interval, these Ghats are broken by the rivers which flow through this region, okay, and irregular, dissected by rivers draining into Bay of Bengal. Number of rivers flow through this region, and due to this, these Ghats are broken and dissected. Okay, then the eastern Ghats are lower than the western Ghats. When we talk about the elevation of the eastern Ghats, so they are lower in height as compared to western Ghats, and their average elevation is 600 meter on an average. Mostly these Ghats are of this height only, 600 meters. Receives less rain as compared to western Ghats from monsoon winds. These Ghats also receives the